How is the weather over where you are? Back here, we're in spring, so it's more or less looking like sometimes like summer and sometimes spring. So you're not really sure what you're going to, especially in my state, the weather is always very tricky. So what I do is I just make an alternative in case it just flips. All right, because I don't like surprises. All right, the other day I was trying to do something and I don't know what happened. It didn't really like stay or take everything I was trying to pass across. There's a way the video just cut short, and I'll really tell you the truth. There are a lot of things I'm still learning on. All right, so I was talking about problem solving the other time. We all go through things in life, right? But it's the way we react to this stuff that matters. Like for me, I told you the other time, and I always say it again, that one thing I have taken out of my dictionary is fear, worries. Because if you're afraid and you're worried from that till tomorrow, it's not going to do anything. It's rather going to compound some issues with your health. So what you do is try as much as you can just to put that out of your mind and think about the solution. Think about a way out. Look for an alternative. Flip the coin. Okay, because problem comes in different shapes and sizes. Some are small, some are very big, but it doesn't matter. When you have a pure critical analytic approach towards that problem, that will generate enough solution on how you can go about solving that problem. Because what problem does to us is that it calls more on our creative imagination. When we have problem, our creative mind begin to work, begin to give us ideas, begin to think outside the box. Because when that happens, you find out that you require a high level of emotional resourcefulness. Emotions, we have bad emotions and good emotions. In this aspect, when you're trying to solve a problem, is a good emotion that kicks in. So it's good for you to have a high level of emotional resourcefulness, which is where you begin to think outside the box. Think outside the originality of the problem. Don't fix your mind on how the problem came, but how you're going to get out of it. And apart from that, you have to make sure you define this problem as clearly as you can. Check if you can break it down in smaller pieces. And when you break it down in smaller pieces, you start with the list, that is not that difficult for you to figure out on how to start with. Then you go from there. When you break it down in smaller pieces, you now prioritize which one to start with, in what order, and which one to start with to tackle this problem. Okay? Now you decide how. How did this problem start? Find out how the problem started. Because when you find out how the problem started, the originality or how it happened, you find out that you find a solution. Look at the problem, look at it in different ways. Flip the coin. Okay, see it as an opportunity or a challenge, not like a limit or something that will stop you. And don't be frustrated. A challenge when you have a challenge, the perception towards that challenge will either mar you, break you, or make it better. Use a perceptual filtering extensively. Okay, see this problem through different eyes, not the way it came to you, and maintain a clear sense of intention, how you want to go about it. Don't be afraid. When you maintain a clear sense of intention, that will help you resolve the problem. This problem will be resolved when you have a clear sense of intention. Okay, in other words, exploit your subconsciousness. Look into your mind. Think about it in a positive way. Welcome, Zoe Robio. Welcome, 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 Amadou No. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name very well. Thank you for being here with me. Ahmad Momad Belta. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So like as I was saying, if there is no solution, extend further into trying to see if you can use different formats, metaphorically. Like in maths, we have different ways, different formats of arriving to a solution. So you have to use that to look for different ways of how to approach this problem. Okay? And if it was, for example, now you want to build a house, right? Do you want to build a small house or a big house? Or if you want to buy a house, are you looking for a smaller house to buy, or a big house? Do you want a story building, a duplex, or a condo? So it depends on what kind of house you want. And after buying the house, what kind of color do you want in your house? What are the things you want in your house? The same thing with problem. You look at it critically, and you start from there. Okay? And if you're trying to cook food, what kind of food do you want to cook? What are the recipes for this food? When you think at it that way, you'll be able to arrive at what you want to do with that. And if it's somebody, that is involved in this issue or this problem that you're having, think of having a conversation with this person. Think of how to have a conversation with him or her. Don't be afraid. If you can't approach the person directly, look for a link, a middleman, depending on what the position of the person is. And if it means you bringing your tone down or looking for how to approach this person, do it. And don't be afraid. And when you're doing all this, listen to your subconsciousness, listen to your mind. Because when you're doing this, your mind tends to bring answers to your brain on how to go about it. Okay? That is where the subconscious mind come into work. So that's what I have to share with us today. You can leave your comments on the comment section. Give this live stream a thumbs up. Share. Okay? And don't forget to subscribe if you've not. Have a good one. I don't really have so much time to spend with us today, but it's a good time being here today to interact with you. Thank you so much, Zoe, for being here. I was talking about problem solving. I was talking about when you have issues or you have a problem. Zoe, I'm saying this to you. If you have a problem, don't be afraid. Problems are not things that we need to be afraid. Problems make us smarter. We need to think outside the box. Don't approach this problem the way it came. Flip the coin. See it with a different mindset. Okay? And think more outside the box. And use your mind, your emotional resourcefulness, which is your mind. When you do so, your mind, your brain will begin to bring solution to you on how to go about it. That's what I was trying to explain, Zoe. I hope you got that. If you got that, please send me a comment and say, yes, I got that. Okay, so I'm just trying to say that problem or issues are not something that can stop us. Thank you. Thank you so much, Zoe, for being here too. Thank you so much. I am really grateful and I appreciate you being here with me. How is the weather over where you are? Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the love. Thank you so much. How is the weather where you are? Where I am right now is spring. I hope you guys are taking good care of yourself. Being nice to yourself, loving yourself. Okay. If there's anything you want to add to what I just said, please leave it in the comment section. I will get back to you. Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you, Ahmad Mohammed Belta. I took time to pronounce your name very well. I'm sure I got it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Zoe Robio, U8G. Thank you so much. This is all I have for us today. And I hope to see you some other time. Bye. I love you. Bye. Bye, Zoe. Bye, Ahmad.